Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Zenoscope Entertainment and Nankin Hobby Retailer Livestream. I am your host for today, Chris Slamson, and the rest of Team Zen is waiting anxiously in the backstage for yet another awesome retailer live stream. So, if you're not sure what's going on, or if you're new, welcome. And these retail live streams are a way to give back to the comic book community. So Zenoscope has always appreciated all the brick and mortar comic book shops and hobby shops that have supported us over the years. Comic shops are literally the lifeblood of this industry. And because of this, we began these retail live streams early in the year to support these shops and retailers, especially with how heavy the COVID-19 pandemic situation has affected the comic book industry. So this is our small way of giving back. So this week's guest is our beloved partner, Nankin Hobby. And we have waiting in the backstage a special guest, Richard LaBelle, or Rich. So we're going to be interviewing him in just a couple of minutes and he's going to tell us about his cool store. And as a reminder, half the proceeds, that's right, 50% of all proceeds made today from all you lovely Zenoscope fans and buyers will go directly to Nankin Hobby. So it's a very, very awesome way to support shops around the country. So for any comic book retailers who are looking to be featured on an upcoming retail live stream, or you have a shop you'd like to refer to, please contact our sales rep, Jason Condilas at jcondilas@zenoscope.com. And for any inquiries about the Zenoscope Diamond Retailer Program or where to find those really cool diamond covers we're going to be selling later in the stream, like this one right here, please contact Jennifer at jbermel@zenoscope.com. So that is about it for my basic housekeeping. And I want to give a quick intro about Nankin Hobby, and then we're going to bring on Rich, our special guest. So Nankin Hobby is an awesome store based in Michigan. It's your one-stop shopping stop for all of your local hobby needs. They have retail locations in Westland, Farmington, Ypsilanti, and Southgate. And their online store is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Richard LaBelle, or Rich, from Nankin Hobby. And hi, Rich. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
Doing great. Can't complain. We're doing yet another retail live stream, and we're so honored to have you on the show. So, Rich, I just want to hit the ground running. Can you give us a bit of a backstory and history about your store and I know you have multiple locations too, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, we opened up in 1956 as a hardware and feed store. And then from the 50s all the way up to the 2000s, we were just a hardware store, little hobby here and there. Then just been expanding ever since. Opened up the store in Farmington, and then we opened up a store in Ypsilanti, and then we just a couple years ago opened up a store in Southgate, Michigan. So
Awesome.
we evolve quite regularly and frequently around here. We try all kinds of new things. We got a lot of stuff.
Perfect. I can see it. We'll do a bit of a virtual tour at the end of this live stream, but that's awesome news, and like that's so great. You've been around for that long and evolved. That's awesome. What's a typical week at the store that look like for you?
Little of everything. Repair RC cars, sell comics, look at collections, sell RCs, help with Boy Scout, Girl Scout, help somebody fix their kitchen sink, their toilet, cut them some keys, do screens, do a little of everything here. So
Awesome.
There is no average week. It's a little different every single week.
That's good. It keeps it interesting, keeps it dynamic. There's never a dull day.
No, it's never a dull day.
Cool. And You know, what do you enjoy most about the store and its community? Is there anything cool, unique about your stores that you want our fans to know about, especially if you know it's, all the U.S. is starting to open up again. People are starting to travel more. What can people expect if they walk into your store right now?
Well, they'd be greeted with a courteous face and be helped by any one of the great employees we got. But also, I mean, if you come in to fix your toilet, fix your grass, get a lawnmower, weed whacker, get paint for your house, you can always stroll on to the back of the store and pick up all kinds of toys. We got RC boats, planes, helicopters, land vehicles, on-road cars, parts to fix them. We have comic books up the wazoo. We got statues, Funko Pops. We got puzzles, games, uh, model kits going from military to Gundam to regular muscle cars, HO trains, N scale trains, slot cars, paint supplies, artist supplies. I mean, little of everything up in this store. We got telescopes, metal detectors. I mean, literally can come here and do shopping for a lot of stuff.
You really do have everything. That was such a long list. That's awesome.
And I'm missing stuff too.
Awesome. Again, Nankin sounds like literally your one-stop shop for everything that you could ever need, practical or entertainment wise. I love that. So I know you mentioned this a couple times, and I wanted to highlight this specifically. So on your Facebook page, this happened pretty recently, I think. I saw that you were hosting this cool event. You had a meet and greet for the Bone Chiller monster truck, and you also had like an RC monster truck rally event that you
Yep.
hosted on site. That looked really cool, really fun. Could you tell us more about that event?
Unfortunately, I didn't make it to that event. One of the gentlemen there actually knows people in the Monster Jam series, and from my understanding, he was able to get Bone Chiller to come out to kind of promote the new monster truck line from one of the RC companies that has monster trucks. So Bone Chiller came out with their monster truck. People were able to walk up on it and actually get close to it, check it out. We had cars on display that kids and adults could just run around and jump in the parking lot. We also did the Jeep Jamboree down in Ohio this weekend, where we had a rock crawling event for a bunch of the manufacturers. We did raffles for it, giveaways, discounts on things that were down there. Um, I work for a really great company. They do a lot of events for different things, and there's no like set parameters. If it seems interesting, 9 out of 10 times the owners are all about trying something new. They're not like, this is the mold, this is the way it goes. I mean, they're always trying to think of new things to get people in, things that are good, things that people are into that might be interesting to more than just the one person that might ask for it. So, I mean, we do a lot of stuff. We did a few events leading up to the Jeep the Jeep event that they had in Ohio. We did a couple. There were a couple of them. We've done the monster truck where we've had a monster truck out a couple times down to Southgate. It's just we do a lot of different things here and there. We've gone down to the Toledo Air Show, put up a booth, sell stuff out there. But yeah, I work for a really great company that they do stuff within the community that the stores are in, and just to do events and stuff.
That's so awesome. I love how you have like such a wide array of type of events, and you just cater to every type of community and fandom out there. And yeah, that's awesome. Cool. So how about we take a quick virtual tour of the store, and like show us your mecca. Like the space here looks huge, Alex. I'm sure you have a lot to show off.
All right, let me see if I can figure out how to turn the camera around.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is all right. I just got to turn my phone. I hope nobody gets sick.
Okay.
So there's a little display of some of the statues. One of the wall of the new comics, variant covers, annuals. this will all be replaced tomorrow when the new comics come out. Back wall's got a bunch of parts for the RC cars of different models. That's all last week's or the last month's worth of comic books. We have pull boxes. We have some trade paperbacks. We're going to be growing that out more. Some comic-related art kits. We have supplies. More parts. We're getting into Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer figures. More statues. Some more Funko Pops. More parts for RC cars. Bodies.
The store is huge. Look at
tires. We got paints for RC cars. We got Citadel paints for the figures. Brushes. Our wall display of Trex's products, along with some up top. Pocket knives. More RC cars. Airbrush supplies. Hobby knives. Files. Dremel setup, Estes rockets, Gundam models, military boats, planes, automotive cars, some HO train stuff on the back wall, Metal Earth, HO trains, slot cars, Scale Electrics, more trains, train kits, and then that's the hardware store, which has got a lot of stuff to try to encompass. But helicopters, planes, we have balsa wood rack for people that are doing like little boats and stuff. Hardware, brass. So, I mean, that's just only the hobby side of the store.
I am so overwhelmed right now. That is so much amazing stuff all in one place. Kudos to you and your team. Like I'm seeing the comment section blow up. Everyone's saying like, this is awesome. I want to go there. I wish my hobby shop was like this. That's, kudos. That is amazing.
That's the owners. I mean, I don't get to do none of this, and none of us get to get some of this new stuff in without the approval of the owners. And we work for really great owners.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, and what's great, we love your team. We love your owners. So we want to make some money for you in just a couple of minutes. So, Rich, before I let you go, is there anything or one last thing you want to say to the fans who are all in rapt attention right now? What are your final words to them?
Just with the past year and a half, that just support local. I know sometimes it's easier to go online, and we have an online store for convenience, like people out of state, but just try not to forget about your local little shops. I mean, we're a little family-owned business that have been here almost 70 years. We don't do it without the people coming in, and we don't do it without the community. So that would be the only thing I would ask, is that they remember their local stores.
Mm-hmm. Right on. And, we don't forget our local stores. We're going to be starting sales in a minute. And again, 50% of all those proceeds will go directly to Nankin Hobby. Very, very exciting. So, Rich, thank you so much for being our special guest. And thank you for showing off your wonderful store. And we're gonna start doing some sales. So, Rich, thank you so much. And
thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
All right. What an amazing store. I'm still in awe. That is insane. So I'm going to bring on Jason in 1 second. But if you want to follow Nankin Hobby online, you can go to nankinhobby.com or follow them at Nankin Hobby on Facebook and Instagram. So I'll post those links in a second. But without further ado, I want to bring on the Sultan of Sales for our wonderful friends at Nankin Hobby. Jason, take it away.
Oh, what's going on out there, troops? First of all, huge thank you to Rich for partnering with us today, for partnering with us always, Rich. Rich is one of my better stores, carries all of our books. We got a really unique look into a store that just does not do comic books, but all the things that they do there, all the hobby stuff, some of the hardware, In fact, Rich had called me yesterday, kind of panicking. What do I talk about? What do I do? And I'm like, dude, just be yourself, man. You're freaking awesome, man. I love talking to you on the phone. I talk to Rich easily, probably 2-3 times a week. Again, he is just an absolutely fantastic store, fantastic person to represent Zenescope. So all you guys and girls out there or whatever, if you're not buying from us currently, and you want to check out Nankin, they're in Michigan. They have 4 stores, 4 different locations, and they obviously have fantastic selection. All right, so let's rock and roll. Let's get into what we want to get into today. So I want to cover some new releases first. There's a couple of new releases that I want to talk about. The first being Van Helsing Invisible Woman. This is written by Pat Shand. You may have seen Pat on the last stream that we did. We did an interview with Pat. I think he was also on. Was he on New Comic Wednesday?
He was.
So Pat was. Pat was also on New Comic Wednesday. If you guys are not watching New Comic Wednesdays, you are missing a bunch. With Amber, she does that every week on Wednesdays, 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. every 3 p.m. New Comic Wednesday with Amber. You guys are missing a bunch if you're not doing those with Amber. Again, she has guests like Pat on, Dave, Ralph, Joe, outside writers and so forth, Jay Sandlin. I'm leaving out a bunch of people because they're all just kind of flooding into my head right now. Anyway, our New Comic Wednesdays are absolutely fantastic. It's a way to see some of the books actually that I'm going to be talking about today too, but from a much more controlled, much more specific, giving it a good half hour to 45 minutes to even an hour on just those books alone. All right. So what I want to talk about is Van Helsing Invisible Woman. This is new release 1. So if you're interested in buying new release 1, just put NR1. You can put A, B, or C into the notes. What we're going to do is we can also get these signed. They would be signed by Joe. They could also be signed by Dave too as well. The book is $5.99. It's an oversized issue. It's like 32 pages of content. So Van Helsing Invisible Woman, if you've never read anything before by Zenescope at all, this is an ideal way to get started with us. First of all, it pits one of our most famous characters, Liesl Van Helsing, who happens to be the daughter of Abraham Van Helsing. She's actually going to be a gal that we're going to be featuring quite a bit on this stream as I talk about some of her graphic novels too later on. We'll get to that in a bit. But Van Helsing Invisible Woman, if you're interested in cover A, this is cover A here. So if you want to go ahead and put up the banner, Ralph, go ahead and please do that. So again, it's $5.99. This is cover A, and I got to find out who it's by, and I'm slacking. It's Igor Vitorino. All right, so cover A is Igor Vitorino. Again, it's $5.99. Again, it was written by Pat Shand, but if you want to have it signed, it'll be signed by Joe. One of the reasons why Joe signs everything that we do is Joe, Ralph, Dave pretty much come up with the concepts of every single thing that we do. It's usually edited by Dave or by our new editor-in-chief is also named David too as well. This one actually happens to be edited by Dave though himself. So again, you can have it signed by the editor as well as one of the creators, writers, and impetus behind the book itself. And again, this is Van Helsing Invisible Woman. It's cover A, and it's Igor Vitorino. And again, please notate if you want to have it signed. And again, if you've never ordered from us before, so what we're doing is we're showing you some of our new releases, some of our single issues. Kind of what we do as a company at Zenescope is, in this case, we're actually showing you Van Helsing. Again, she is a female heroine of ours. She is almost like a female vigilante type character, not necessarily for hire, but she almost kind of just stalks vampires, groups of vampires and so forth, stalks monsters too as well, as you'll see in some of the graphic novels that I'm going to show you later. This happens to pit her against the Invisible Woman. The Invisible Woman actually kind of came up in a previous issue that we did where it was like almost like a world bending where Liesl was kind of fighting her alter ego, Van Helsing too as well. And then Van Helsing, or Invisible Woman, is who she winds up fighting in this single issue. All right. And again, that's cover A, and again, it's by Igor Vitorino. So if you're interested in cover A, just go ahead and put cover A into the notes, and we got to fix Ralph. Ralph, once again, someone has stolen your tiara and has moved it off to the side. I blame Amber. Amber, was it? Yeah. Did he tell you to do so? Whenever Ralph tells you to take off his tiara, don't listen to him. That's a bad thing. All right, his tiara needs to stay on his head because we need to make Ralph pretty because he's awful pretty over there. I'm not gonna lie, Ralph's been always pretty in the product came over there. This is cover B. If you're interested in cover B, you just put NR1B. And again, you want to notate if you want to have it signed. This is Martin Cacullo, is the cover B. And again, this is a standalone story. It is a book that you can get started with us. If you've never read anything individually by Zenescope, this is an ideal way to get started with us. All right. And again, it's a standalone. It's a 32 issue or a 32 page issue, I should say. And again, it's $5.99. That's one of the reasons why it's 32 pages. All right. And again, that's cover B. Just put NR1B into the notes. And again, if you want to have it signed, please notate that you want to have it signed or not. The last cover is literally one of the hottest books that we have in Zenescope right now. It's Ivan Tao. And as you can tell by the cover, it's just breathtakingly phenomenal. Huge fan of Ivan Tao. Ivan Tao did one of our Grim Tales of Terror H.H. Holmes covers, and that one completely exploded. From what I understand, this book is actually sold out completely through Diamond, or it's very close to being sold out through Diamond. And I think they sold, I don't know, I want to say just 3,000, 4,000 copies of just this book alone in this cover. Ivan Tao is an exceptional cover artist. We're fortunate to work with everybody that we do. Igor Venarino, Martin Cuculo on the A and the B covers. But I don't know, I'm a huge fan of Ivan Tao. I can't wait to meet him. Hopefully we'll have him on a future stream. Hopefully I'll be able to catch him at a future convention. All right, so this would be NR1 cover C. And again, written by Pat Shand. And you'll have it signed. It would be signed by Joe. Came up with the concept along with Dave. And then Dave did the editing on the book too as well. And again, it's $5.99 if you're interested in that. Ivan will be at our VT. There you go. It'll be our VIP event, so I'll be able to meet him there. So a little bit of information on that. So what Chris is showing you there is our VIP event is coming up not next week, but I think the following weekend, right? It's the weekend of the 20th, 21st, 22nd. What's the? Give me some dates.
Oh, the 20th and 21st.
20th and 21st. All right, so that'll be our VIP event. If you're not familiar with VIP, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about VIP in a moment. Give me a little bit of time on that. There's the banner on the VIP event telling you exactly what we're doing for the VIP event. When you're a VIP with us, basically you are gaining points for the purchases that you make, not only through Nankin, through your local comic shop, wherever local comic shop that you're shopping, but also through our web store, through our VIP site too as well. If you come see us at a booth at MegaCon, we're going to be at MegaCon in Orlando, which is next week.
This week.
Actually, it's this week, right? That's right. I'm sorry. In fact, Joe and Di, my sidekick over here, who's giving me dirty looks, she's going to be down there, not entering my orders once again, just leaving me in the lurch. Leaving me in the lurch, just disowning me. There's Di. Show some back cam. Di's just Di. Have you not consumed enough alcohol this month? Have you not consumed? Have you not been on vacation enough days this month? Have you not tortured me? Tortured me enough. That's because I'm calling you and I'm texting you. And I'm like, Di, please, Di.
I start sweating.
Di, please think of me. Di, please enter my order. Di, please.
I can't sleep at night. I'm like, what's going
Look,
on?
it's just when the feeling is mutual. I think about you a lot too, and I'm missing you. Whenever you go away, I'm missing you, dude. I told your husband Di's no longer allowed to take a vacation week the week after we do a stream. So for those of you that have been really patient with us, first of all, thank you so much for being patient with us on our July stream orders. It takes us a while to get the orders entered. It takes us a while to answer all those emails and so forth. When someone goes on vacation the week after a stream, it's usually a really, really bad thing. That's why we're working on with Kiara, though. Kiara's going to be helping us out, filling in nicely for Di. We're working our way towards being better at what we do. All right. Now we can just replace me. We'd be in so much better shape. I tried to train Leah, dude. I tried to cross-train Leah to take my job, and then Leah just went and got another job. All right, Leah just left us in the lurch. Leah, yes, I'm talking to you out there if you're listening. I'm mad at you. We're fighting. All right, so let's go on to NR2. Let's go to new release number 2. New release number 2 is Possessive. This is written by, Goldberg, the Adam Goldberg, all right, from the Goldberg's fame. All right, also written by Hans Rodenoff too as well. I'm going to show you cover A, I'm sorry. Cover A is this bad boy right here, and it's a cover by Riviero, all right? And again, if you're interested in this one, also, and again, it's another $5.99. This is another standalone. Obviously, it's an issue 1. Possessive is a story that's kind of near and dear to me. It's about a dad who's kind of losing it, kind of struggling, kind of doesn't have a lot of money. Actually makes a last-ditch effort to kind of save his family, from splitting apart from him and so forth, his wife and his kids, who is about to leave him and so forth. That does not remind me of me. I would have taken my kids, of course, but not the ex, though. That'll never happen. I'm never taking that one back. But anyway, I'm getting way off track here. So let's stick with possessive. So again, a guy trying to make a last-ditch effort to bring his family back together, buys basically a haunted mansion, like an idiot. Buys this haunted mansion pretty much for a bargain basement deal and so forth. Turns out, again, the house is haunted, it's possessed and so forth. And it kind of gets dark, very twisted from there. And again, written by Hans Rodenoff, huge fan. And obviously Adam Goldberg, too, as well. Adam Goldberg from his work on the Goldbergs and other miniseries that he's done on TV and film. All right. And this one, actually, we're going to do unsigned because it wasn't edited by Dave. I'm joking sign pretty much everything we do. We're going to do this as an unsigned. All right, so we'll do Possessive. This is cover A. And again, that's Riviera. So I'm going to go to put that in the product camp. So if you're interested in Possessive, and again, it's a standalone story. So again, if you've never written or never read anything by Zenescope, this is a perfect way to get started with a book with us. If you've never read anything Zenescope, this is a perfect book to get introduced with us. And there it is. That's Possessive. All right, and again, that's cover A. The cover B is this bad boy here. And this cover is by Martin Cacullo. All right, so if you're interested in B, just put NRB into the notes, and it shall be yours. And again, this is written by Adam Goldberg, again, Hans Rodenoff, too, as well. And this is NR2B. Just go ahead and put that in the notes, and for $5.99, it shall be yours. All right, and those are the two new releases that we wanted to talk about today. If you don't buy them here from us, you can buy them on our web store. You can also get them in Nankin, too, as well. I just sent a bunch of these down to Rich. Rich has them there. Whoops. I'm slipping. I'm sliding. You know what it is? I need Ralph's tiara to help hold the books up.
Oh, my G.
I'm telling you, dude, you can't. Give me back. I want the tiara.
We're back this day.
Ralph's not looking pretty right now. All right. That's another thing. If you've never joined us for one of these streams, we do a lot of goofing around on these streams, and I apologize for my stupidity. All right, let's move on. Let's go into graphic novel number 1. So this is a graphic novel that we did not have in stock, I want to say, easily for like the last 8 months to maybe a year and a half even. This is the original, or the very first volume, I should say, of Van Helsing. This is not first appearance of Van Helsing. Some people actually ask me that. First appearance of Van Helsing is actually in Unleashed, which we did as like a monster, vampire, zombies, demons, werewolves, mishmash, kind of invading the earth and so forth. So we introduced Van Helsing, and she was one of our newest heroines to battle all those creatures and so forth. But this is her first standalone story. Would be Van Helsing: Dark and the Light. And for $15.99, this can be yours. So again, this is back in stock. In fact, we got quite a few graphic novels back in stock now. The Van Helsing: Darkness and the Light is one. Van Helsing vs. Dracula, which is basically volume 2 to this series. That is back in stock. You can get that on the web store. You can't get it here. But again, Van Helsing, Darkness and the Light. Again, half of the proceeds of this going to Nankin. So again, kind of what I talked about a little bit before is Van Helsing, again, she's like basically a brilliant inventor. She is the daughter of the famous vampire slayer, Abraham Van Helsing. She gets mailed her father's diary. That kind of puts her on a quest to find her father. It's kind of like a little bit of Indiana Jones feel to it in that regard. Indiana Jones Last Crusade feel to it in that regard. So she's traveling to kind of find her father and so forth. And she meets up with the most famous vampire of all. I don't want to say who. All right. And then kind of gets really dark and really twisted from there. All right. So this is Van Helsing. This is, again, is volume 1 of Van Helsing: Dark and the Light. This is where the story begins. A lot of people ask us for a reading order. This is volume 1, is Van Helsing: Darkness and the Light. Okay. If you need the reading order, Amber, if you want to throw up my email on this stream or whatever, if you need the reading order on Van Helsing, shoot me an email and say, Jay, what is the reading order for Van Helsing? Right now we have 9 volumes of Van Helsing, 3 of which you'll be able to purchase in this stream. All right. So again, 9 different volumes of Van Helsing. This would be volume 1. All right. So Van Helsing: Darkness and the Light, again, it's only $15.99. And again, half of the proceeds going to Nankin Hardware and my main man Rich down there. All right, so again, that is Van Helsing Darkness and the Light. Let me go ahead and put that bad boy in the product can. There's my tiara. All right, there it is right there. That's going to be graphic novel number 1. All right, let's move on to graphic novel number 2, which actually I just read today. Huge fan. This one's written by my main man, Raven Gregory. This is Van Helsing versus Dracula's daughter. Dracula's daughter is almost basically trying to steal her father's bones back so she can try and revive her father, who Van Helsing, well, you know what, I can't say necessarily what she did with Dracula. I guess I just kind of did, didn't I? I just kind of gave that one away, didn't I?
Yeah. R.I.P.
All right. What is that? What's that called? It's like a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Candidos over here, right? All right. So let's go. Dracula's daughter. This is 1999. Again, basically her fighting Dracula's daughter. All right. I'm a huge fan of this one only because, again, the artwork is phenomenal, and then also too, I'm just a huge fan of Raven's writing style. What's really cool about this too is it has the extra covers in the back of the book, so you get all the covers from all the single issues in the back. You also get that in the Darkness and the Light too as well. I didn't show that earlier, but you also get the single issue covers in the back of the book, which is really kind of cool. All right, and again, this one written by Raven Gregory. Huge fan. And again, it's Dracula's daughter. This one's 1999. Actually, it has $50.99 on there. Did I write? No, I gave you guys that in 1999. Someone's messing up their banners. Apparently, without his tiara, he doesn't have a stinking cap on. It's 1999 there, kids. All right, I need my tiara to think. It's 1999, not $15.99, you goofball. All right. All right, so again, this is 1999 on this bad boy. Oops, thank you, sir. So again, Dracula's daughter being 1999. If you want to get that bad boy, just go ahead and put it into the notes. I apologize for the price change on you. We're just, we're taxing you out there. All right, if you don't trust me, it's right there. It's on the barcode. It's on the back. I don't know if you can see that bad boy. Can you see that? I'm trying to zoom in on it. It's actually 1999. All right, we're not cheating you. All right. So again, Helsing versus Dracula's daughter. Again, I'm a huge fan of Raven stuff. Raven's done Fly. Raven's done Return to Wonderland, all the Wonderland series for us. One of the most darkest, just fabulous mind in comics or whatever out there is Raven Gregory. I really enjoy his writing style. You're going to enjoy this one too. All right. And then the story basically continues from there into League of Monsters. Obviously, this one kind of very self-explanatory. This one's also written by Raven, but it's also helped out by Dave too along the way. I think Dave takes over somewhere around issue 3 or issue 4. So this is one that's actually kind of co-written. All right. So Van Helsing versus League of Monsters. This would be graphic novel number 3. This one is also 1999. Let's make sure we got that right off the bat. All right. Van Helsing League of Monsters. This would be volume, or basically the 9th volume in this series. Remember, I had mentioned to you guys before. Van Helsing Darkness and the Light would be volume 1. Volume 8 would be Van Helsing Dracula's Daughter. All right. So if you're interested in finding out the reading order, please go ahead and shoot me an email. Shoot an email to vcons@Zenescope and I'll forward it over my way, and I'll give you guys the reading order on those. All right. So again, 1999 for Van Helsing League of Monsters. So we got in 4 graphic novels that were basically not in stock. We got in Van Helsing Darkness and the Light. We got in the Van Helsing Dracula, which I mentioned before was the volume 2 to that series. Dracula's Daughter, and then also the League of Monsters. So there's quite a few new graphic novels up on our web store right now. Is Watcher?
Tomorrow.
It goes up tomorrow. So Watcher goes up tomorrow. That graphic novel too as well. So let me go ahead and put that bad boy in the product cam. If you're interested in that bad boy, you can buy it for $19.99 right here and now. Van Helsing League of Monsters, and again, that's written by Raven Gregory, along co-written by Dave Franchini. All right, so what I want to do now is, again, we are going to do some books, but don't jump the gun and put in book 1, book 2. We're not going to give it to you. Don't jump the gun because those are not the codes for the books. All right, so I just want to let you guys know that ahead of time. We always do a little change up and throw a little curveball your way. Courtesy the hottest team in baseball right now, that would be the Philadelphia Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies right now have won 8 games in a row, kids out there. All right, this isn't the Mutts. I mean, wait, did I say Mutts? I meant Braves or Mets. I meant Mets. The Mets. They just swept the Mets right out of Philadelphia. Just sent them packing right back up to New York, which is always, what's great about when the Mets play Philly? first, a lot of Mets fans invade the Philly Stadium, okay? Because Philly Stadium holds like 45,000 plus and so forth. So you can get in any given Mets-Philly series probably a good 4,000, 5,000 Mets fans. And these Mets fans are loud. I'm going to tell you right now, Mets fans travel really well. Big props to those Mets fans that are out there. But they went home with a broom. They got swept right on back to New York City. Just swept right on back up there. Just go back to New Jersey, go back to New York, go back to upstate PA, and right on out of Philadelphia. All right, there, courtesy of the Phillies, who happen to be the hottest team in baseball. All right, let's go on to, this is going to be Royle, which is R-O-Y-L-E. R-O-Y-L-E. If you misspelled Royle, we're going to give it to you. Don't worry about it. It's $10 for this bad boy. This is the first diamond retailer. It's our bronze collectible. It is a 500 print run. It's only $10. All right. Please put R-O-Y-L-E into the notes, and it shall be yours. I'm seeing you guys bopping out for this. This is exactly why you guys came on, not to hear me talk about the Phillies. But again, R-O-Y-L-E is Royle, or John Royle. The cover is actually by John Royle. As you can see right there, it's absolutely slamming. I don't know if you guys get to look at these covers way ahead of time. I don't see them that far ahead of time, actually, myself. The book itself is one of our Grim Universe presents one of our quarterlies. This is, what's his name? What's his name?
Zombies versus.
No, it's not a zombie something. It is Death Force versus...
Oh, Zodiac.
Zodiac versus Death Force. What are you you threw zombies in and you completely threw me off. I was like, I'm thinking like zombies versus demons. Where are you going with this time? All right, so this is, we're actually bringing back Death Force, kind of like a Punisher type character for us, along with Zodiac. And this is a standalone story. That's what also kind of makes this really neat about being a collectible, is it's only $10 and it's a standalone story. So if you like it for the art, obviously please go ahead and collect it for the art. But again, it's also a standalone story on top of that, which is kind of cool. So again, that is Royle. Please don't put book number 1 into the notes. We can't give it to you on that. And that is that. Again, it's $10 for that bad boy right there. And I want Royle for $10. Just go ahead and put it into the notes, and it shall be yours. All right, let's get to some Keith Garveys. So the next book that we have up on the list. You ready, Di? Are you you're still doing your thing? All right, so I promised you guys before I was going to talk a little bit more about VIP. For those of you that are brand new in the stream, maybe for those of you that are not current VIPs, again, we're doing a VIP event, which will be the 20th and the 21st of this month. We're going to have some artists on, like Ivan Tao that Chris revealed, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. We're going to have other artists. We're going to have other guests on there too as well. This is for our VIPs only. It's going to be invite only. So the only way to become a VIP, or the only way to view this stream, which will be this month, is to become a VIP with us. So go to our web store, look up VIP in the search engine. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it kind of as we're talking, though. You get some free stuff with becoming a VIP. So it's $99 to become a VIP. It is a VIP membership for life. There's my man, Chuck. Chuck, you're my eyes and ears out there, dude. You're my IT man. All right, so there it is. It's a $99 one-time only fee. You're a member for life. All right, it gives you access to specific VIP product. This is one of the books that'll come with your membership. But as you can see, it has a little VIP up there in the corner. We do VIP only books. Okay, could be Z-rated books, could be regular covers and so forth, but books that are VIP only purchases and so forth. So we'll send you an email with these books and so forth and say, hey, are you interested in buying this for $20? It's yours. Are you interested in buying that for $25? It's yours. It's VIP only product. This is the other book that you'll get for free with your VIP membership. It's covered by Mike Crone. You'll also get a free mini print covered by Paul Green too as well. All right. So you'll get those 3 things. You also get a lanyard card with your name on it saying that you're a VIP. There are a lot of perks to being a VIP. Besides now getting points for all your purchases that I mentioned before, not only your purchases at comic shops, but also your purchases through the streams that we do, but also when you come visit us at a booth, whether it's MegaCon, which is this weekend, whether it's New York Comic Con, which is coming in October, we have free gifts for you as a VIP. So when you come visit us at the booth in New York Comic Con, we'll have a gift for you there. We also do these points that you accumulate. They can translate into free books. They can translate into discounts on the web store. You could actually have yourself written into a comic book if you get up to enough hours spent with us and so forth. There's quite a few members of the stream that have watched before. I'm seeing some funny stuff going on right there or whatever. I can't really comment on. Anyway, so that's a little bit about being a VIP. There are a lot of perks to being a VIP. The biggest, I would say, going this month, though, is the ability to view the stream that we're going to do come August 20th and 21st. You need to be a VIP in order to view that stream. All right. It does so happen that we are doing a back to school stream. That'll be August 25th. All right, which is a Wednesday. We're going to do that from like 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to show some older product. I'm going to see if I can work on it with Joe as far as, there you go, bam, there's the virtual after school right there. I think Chris had mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. If you didn't, there it is right there. Wednesday, August 25th. We do want to do a stream out there for those of you that are not VIPs, for your VIPs too as well. A little back to school as you start to realize that the kids are kind of going back to school. My kids are going back to school, and I'm excited about that. As Logan, my oldest, goes to, what do you got there? I'm listening.
Somebody wants to know, if they join today, will their purchases count today with points?
Yes, they will. Yes. In fact, not only do your purchases count today, but all of your purchases from January of this year, 2021, retroactive, all count towards VIP. Okay? So all your purchases on our web store, had we been doing shows earlier this year, those purchases would have counted as well. Your local comic shops, though, those would be going from today forward and so forth. So when you're buying Zenescope published books at Nankin, whether you're buying a Comic Empire, which is my main man Ken down there in Tulsa and so forth, no matter what comic shop you're going to, Brian Kaufman's shop down in Florida, Comic Haven, wherever you're purchasing your books, whether you're going to Black Cat in Salt Lake City, Utah, no matter where you're buying your books, just send us your receipts and we give you points for your purchases and so forth. All right, and that is Adrian that takes care of you in that regard. All right, so we're ready to rock on, Don. Are you ready to go? All right, so book number 2 is going to be GARV, which is GARV. All right, GARV. All right, not book number 2. Put GARV into notes. We're doing 20 of these bad boys. It is $20 for this bad boy. GARV that you see right there on the banner. All right, GARV, and it is yours. All right, again, this is a cover by Keith Garvey, just absolutely slamming. Our version of Little Red Riding Hood, she is just absolutely badass. Huge fan of Keith Garvey stuff. Wait till I show you the other versions. They're gonna be, oh my god, I'm getting a little mystified up there. All right, so again, let's go with this one. This is our limited 250 print run. Normally we do our 250 print runs for $25, but when we do our diamond incentives, this one's only 20, which to me makes us beyond steal. And again, half of the proceeds going to my main man, Rich, down there at Nankin. Make sure you guys check out Rich's store. Check out his website, too, for all the extra stuff that he has, besides all the Zenescope stuff that he has, which is absolutely fantastic. Rich actually happens to be a VIP of ours. He's a collector of ours, too, as well. He'll actually ask me for older books, stuff that's probably sold out everywhere, that kind of thing. Rich is an avid collector of Zenescope. I got, again, like I said, I got an absolutely fantastic relationship with Rich. Please check out his web store if you can. And again, support your local comic shops. All right, so again, this is GARV, which is GARV. It's only $20. We're just doing 20 of these bad boys. I'm going to go ahead and put that bad boy into the product can. And there it is. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. He says the sheriff is near. All right, so let's go with that bad boy. That is GARV. All right, and again, that's a 250 print run that we're only doing for $20. We're only doing 20 of those bad boys. So again, just kind of reiterating a little bit about what I talked about earlier. We're doing a back to school special. That'll be August 25th. That'll be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Me, Chris, and Amber are working on some really cool ideas for that, along with Ralph.
And Adrian.
Adrian's in there too. I like this dude.
Wait, not for back to school, for VIP.
Not for back to school.
But maybe we'll have her come on back.
What? I like Adrian's ideas. Let's have Adrian come on. I like this already. We're going someplace with this. Maybe we'll have Kiara in there too. You down, dude? Are you totally down? Are you down with back to school?
It's true. I did add her to the email.
Oh, there it is. Kiara's in like Flint Hill as well. All right, maybe I'm thinking I just I just sit back and you guys do your thing. I just
And you just sing, "Bring me the light."
I just sit back, I take it easy. I'll just stand behind you guys. All right, you guys look good out front, and I'll ring the bells. That's probably about all I'm good for. All right, ringing the bells. Kiara's laughing. She's nodding her head yes. I want you to know I put some severe pressure on Kiara to get one of my orders out today for a gentleman who happens to be in the stream right now. All right, obviously very grateful to that gentleman for stopping by. But obviously huge thank you to Kiara. Kiara, I love you, darling. Thank you so much for getting that order out today. We literally made it right under the gun. Are we ready, Di? You seem to be writing things down. I never know what you're writing down. Are you writing down things that are bad? Are you making a list of alcoholic beverages that you're going to purchase down at MegaCon? are you making a list and checking it twice? Are you going to go to the booth? Because everybody that's going down to MegaCon, they want to see you at the booth, not just at the pool at the hotel. All right, they want to see you, like, actually. Are you going to work?
I have to.
What do you mean you have to? There's no have to. You just put Joe over there. You say, Joe, go sell some stuff. What are you telling on your wife? I'm taking it easy. I'm drinking a beer. I'm relaxing by the pool. I'm relaxing by the pool. I think I'm going to stow away in one of Di's bags or Joe's bags or something like that. I know Joe's taking a lot of cheeseburgers with him down there when he goes. He's taking a lot of food with him. All right, he can take me too. Put me in a bag. All right, I'll be eating the cheeseburgers on the way down. All right, I'm gonna stow away in a bag so I can go to Orlando. It's actually kind of muggy down there. I don't want to go to Orlando. There's a lot of gators down there too. There's gators.
Yeah.
Gator. All right. MegaCon's where I put a whooping on your nephew, Nick, in air hockey. I think I spanked him something like 5, 6, 7 straight games, and then he finally beat me the last game. He was like, all right, let's stop. I was like, that's okay. I was like, that's fine. Yeah, he's going out a winner. He beat my one goal like the last game. He's like, okay, we're done, Jay. Let's go home. I'm like, Nick, I want to drink a couple more beers, all right, if you don't mind. We don't have to play any more air hockey, but let's talk to Nick. I finally got the best of Jay in that last air hockey game down at MegaCon in Orlando. All right. There's my main man, Nick. He did beat me. I got to give it to him. He beat me that last game. It took him 5 or 6 tries, but he did get me. All right. You ready to rock on?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go to the third book in our sequence. This is gold. Gold, people. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold. All right, gold is the 150 print run. The 150 print run is $40. It's another Keith Garvey. All right. The book itself is the same. It is a Grimm Universe Presents the quarterly Zodiac, not zombie, but Zodiac versus Death Force. All right. Again, it's a standalone story. So if you never collected one of our books, this to me is, well, it speaks for itself. All right. Beyond slamming. Again, it's $40. We're only doing 10 of these bad boys. So you need to put gold in the notes and you need to hurry. All right. It's already sold out. It's gone. Are you kidding me? It's gone. All right. I just saw Tammy in the, did I see Tammy in the stream?
Yeah.
Is that Tammy? Tammy, I don't know how you got a JP on your order, but I pulled her order for some reason. I liked it though. I think I threw her a gift too for Tammy. All right, Tammy, I pulled your order and it's going out probably tomorrow. All right, I just want you to know that. I don't know if you put that JP on there or I put that JP on that. I don't know. All right, Keith Garvey, $40, sold out, $10 or $40. Bam, 10 of them, going. All right, going. You know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring a print, Chris. I didn't bring that. You had the print too at the office, didn't you? No one can kill us. Oh, that can kill us. All right, are we? You're going some extra names. All right, so we're going some extra names. Again, I kind of talked about this a little bit before. Back to school is 6 to 8. That'll be August 25th. That'll be Amber, myself, Chris, Ralph. Hopefully dressed up as some goofy characters. I already know who I want to be. I got you for 2 months. 2 months. 2 months, Bender. 2. All right. The next screw that falls out is going to be you. Okay. All right. Little hint on that. All right. And then also the VIP event, which is what they had. That's what I'm hoping to be. I got some really ugly coats. I think I can pull them off like a champ. I got some stuff from my dad that was like from the 30s and the 40s that was in back then. It's some really fantastic blazers, fantastic coats. And I'm gonna be sweating, dude. We're gonna have to crank the AC in here. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm literally losing. I'm losing. I lost 10 pounds during this stream right now. All right. Not that I couldn't stand to lose some pounds. What do you got?
It's nice
It's not nice in here, dude. It's got to be 90 degrees. All right, Chris is in there feeling like, Chris is like, this is great. All right, this is absolutely great. It's not nice because it's hot in here. Go turn the AC on. All right. You're good? Yeah. All right, let's go to the last book in our catalog. It is going to be Sheer. Sheer as in S-H-E-E-R. Sheer, and it's sheer for a reason. All right, this is not what we call a Z-rated or necessarily a topless cover, but like a see-through. It's $75 for this bad boy. We're only doing 5 of them. 5. Give me 5, Utah. Give me 5. Oh, I got my battery's low, Amber. I'm at 10% right now.
You got 10 minutes.
I'm at 10%, 10 minutes. How long-winded I am, that might be bad. All right. All right. So let's go with this bad boy. Again, this is one of the Grim Universe presents. Again, it's the Zodiac versus Death Force. All right. This is cover G in that series. Again, it's $75. We're only doing 5 of these bad boys. Don't get crazy. There's oopsies. Oopsies. Look at that. See that? Ralph is taking over with some oopsies. You guys pined for them. You were looking for them last stream. We didn't give them to you last stream. We gave them to you today. We had oopsies going today. Some oopsies. All right. I want some oopsies. Ralph gave us oopsies. All right. I want you to know I'm surrounded in a room by women that I don't think they're ever a fan of the oopsies. Look, dude, your husband created this, what we're in, okay? So he's directly responsible for what we sell. Okay. Thank God bless you, Joe. All right, God bless you. Greatest job I've ever had. All right, best job I've ever had. All right, there it is right there. All right, so let's rock on. So what I want to do is, there's Joe texting me. Joe, great job. See that right there? Joe texting me. Yes. You just say, Jay, great salesman. That's kind of what you do. All right. So we are doing 25 prints of this cover, which I should have brought the print down here, but it's completely my mistake that I did not. It's gonna look exactly like this. It is going to be an 11 by 17. All right. So keep in mind it'll be 11 by 17 print of this cover. It's $30. All right, and it will have the Nankin logo up in one of the corners, either this corner or this corner, one or the other. Okay. So keep in mind the 11 by 17 print. Just put print number 1 into the notes and it shall be yours. And again, this is a print. It's not a book. So I'm showing you the book again. But this will be an 11 by 17 print. And it was my mistake for not bringing that print down. Chris actually had it ready. And I forgot to bring it back down. All right. So again, it'll be a print of this, an 11 by 17. So as you can imagine, quite a bit bigger, 11 by 17. All right. Covered by Keith Garvey. And it'll be sheer. It'll be a see-through. All right, and it is limited 25, meaning we're only doing 25 of that print. And then I'm also going to set aside some of that print for Rich, because I know my man Rich is going to want some of those prints. Rich, if you put into the notes that you want one of the prints, don't worry, I got you coming for some wholesale on some of these prints for you. All right. So again, this is going to be a limited 25. There's only going to be 25 made of this in a print. All right, and it's $30. Okay, and again, it'll be 11 by 17. The image that you see here, but Keith Garvey. All right? Bam. Put it in the notes. Give it my man, Gary Theobald, the UK man. Gary, thanks for joining us as always, dude, from across the pond. Love it when I see you guys out there. Yeah, Rich, if you want to just do a few is fine. If you want to do the rest of them, you can do the rest of them. I know you like to get crazy, dude. You want to get crazy? Get crazy. Well, I'm really get crazy with you, dude. All right, so again, this bad boy, bam, oopsies. All right, and an 11 by 17 print, you can get that bad boy for $30. All right. So I want to talk a little bit. Last item that I got, which is a special pack. The special pack is $250. All right. I'll show you one of the reasons why you're going to be spending $250 in a minute. We're only doing 3 of these bad boys. Just put pack into the notes and it shall be yours. It's $250. You're going to get 3 books that to me are valued of easily $100 or more. The one being this cover by Mike Crone. This bad boy is the Black Knight 03E as an Edgar. This is one of our in-store books. When we did in-stores, these were given out for free at in-store events that we did. We don't put these up on our web store. So that obviously increases the rarity of it. So pack, just put pack into the notes and it shall be yours. Again, the pack is $250. Put triple or put pack in the notes and it shall be yours. And again, it gets 3 books in there. This book to me, go ahead and look it up on eBay. I'm going to bet money it's going for over $100 right now by itself. All right, you're also going to get this bad boy by I think it's Jose Luis. Maybe it's Richard Ortiz. I think it's Ortiz. All right, so you get this bad boy. All right, this one is one of our giant size from 2013. It's in the Unleashed series. It's actually Unleashed 06, cover G. And now I got to look it up whether it was Jose Luis or Ortiz. I'm gonna say it was Ortiz. I'm guessing Ortiz. What do you got over there? You got anything?
Yes, sir.
You don't know?
I don't know.
All right, let's place your bets. It's either Jose Luis or it's Ortiz. Bam! It's Richard Ortiz.
You're right.
Bam! Every once in a while I get lucky.
On the money.
All right, so let's go with that bad boy. This is book number 2 in your pack. All right, so you get that Mike Chrome, the Black Knight 3. That'll be in your pack. This last one, this one I definitely know. This is Andrea Maloney. All right, huge fan. This is Hellchild 04F. This will be in your pack. So again, you're getting 3 books this one's a secret retailer. The one I showed you prior to that is an in-store. This is a secret retailer too as well. So you're getting 2 secret retailers, 1 in-store book. The in-store is limited to 100. The secret retailers, as you know, are obviously extremely hard to get. All right, so you get this bad boy by Richard Ortiz, this bad boy by Mike Chrome, all right, and then you get this bad boy by Andre Maloney, which is Hellchild 04F. Those are the 3 books that'll be in your pack. And again, the pack is $250. And again, half of the proceeds going to my main man, Rich, at Nankin. So I think that brings us a close to our stream. Chris, do you want to come in and do some closeout stuff? Do you want to stay in there and do your thing and close out from there? What are you doing?
I am coming over here.
Oh, I want Chris. We need Samson.
I am here now.
Chris is here.
Thank you, Mr. Jason. Sultan of Sales, Baron of Bucks. What a talented man. So we are about done with the retailer live stream. So I want to wrap it up with some housekeeping. So there's a lot to cover. There's a lot happening here at Zenescope HQ. So first off, we launched our super awesome Second Life interactive, campaign. And there's a lot to look forward to. So if you go to secondlife.com/community/Zenescope, you can be you can be Sydney. You can actually acquire the Cheshire plushie in digital format. So it's really cool. We heard from Jen that it's getting incredible feedback. So if you want to be part of a virtual Zenescope community, besides this community, but another one that's truly interactive for all you gamers out there, check out that Second Life launch. Again, secondlife.com/community/Zenescope. So our August 20th to 21st, we are back with our second virtual VIP event. We've been mentioning it a couple of times. It is absolutely free for VIPs to attend. So that is a perfect excuse to sign up for the VIP membership. Once you sign up, you're a member for life. You're going to have access to amazing VIP Comic Fest books you can't get anywhere else. There might be some flash sales happening on the web store, but for the most part, you get this at the event, and once it's done, they're back in the vault, and you don't want to miss out. There's some really, really cool covers happening. So again, the 20th to 21st, and we have a bunch of interactive events. We have Drink and Draw. We have Zenescope and Dragons. We have our game of Werewolf. We're calling it Van Helsing versus the Werewolf. We have our writer's room, a very, very popular panel. So earlier this week, we released a sign-up sheet via email and on social media. So please check out those events. I think most of them are sold out, but we can still put you on the wait list. But check them out if you want to participate. If you don't, you can still watch it. MegaCon is coming up August 12th to 15th. We are at booth 280. There are some awesome MegaCon exclusives, like this amazing eBass cover we teased with our fan favorite Masumi, and Joe and Di will be at the booth. So come by our booth at MegaCon and say hi to them. Check out some cool new collectibles. Movie Club. We are reviewing the Lost Boys, a classic. That's Friday, 6 p.m. at August 27th. So if you want to hang out at the movies with us, check out the Lost Boys with us with our esteemed panel. As always, every single week we have NCW with Amber at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we review the awesome brand new releases. Sometimes we have guests. Amber does a great job. Check it out. You can watch all of our previous publications of NCW on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Lastly, we have our next retailer live stream, September 7th. So again, if you love all these diamond retailer covers, please tune in next time. And it's a great way to support all of our amazing hobby stores, brick and mortar comic book shops all across the nation. Lastly, if you can't make it to the VIP virtual event, or you're not a VIP, you're still on the fence, that's okay. We have a special virtual back to school special. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be on Wednesday, August 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. New collectibles, new segments, and it's a way to give back to you, especially if you can't make it to the VIP event. So check it out. Stay tuned for more details. That is it. Thank you so much for attending this retail live stream. Keep supporting brick and mortars, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.